Hey.
On February 21st, 2024, officers were dispatched to a neighborhood in response to a reported domestic dispute. Witnesses reported seeing a young male aggressively breaking her vehicle's windows and slashing her tires.
Who did this?
Baby.
James, go on your back real quick.
Can I put a shirt on?
Huh?
Hey, Mom! Mom!
Hey.
No!
119 got one running. Get on the ground.
This man was still able to escape after being tased by an officer.
Find the current location. Going northbound. Running towards Paddlewood.
Running northbound.
He's laying on the ground in a yard now.
I'll tell you folks.
No! Yeah. I'm sorry. Babe!
You're an idiot.
I wanted my mom.
How old are you?
What do you want? I just had him almost 15.
Over this side. Toward me. What'd you catch yourself on?
I tased him. I only hit him with one probe.
It's so weird.
Hey, roll over on the other side, man. Hey, roll over.
Hey, man, Haley.
I ain't grabbing that bloody arm. Roll over again. Alright.
Bring your knees up to your stomach.
Yep. Lift up.
There you go.
There you go. Come on. Stand up.
Where am I?
Oh, it looks like you're on planet
What's
Earth.
going on with you?
I blacked out.
No, you didn't.
104, you can clear traffic. They got him to
What's charges?
You're at 8907 Terrytown.
10-4. Female's battered pretty bad, and her vehicle's battered as well.
Come
My
on.
life is ruined.
47, stand by while we clear traffic.
Hey, Dan.
Can I get my inhaler? Please?
Floyd.
My girlfriend has it.
10-4. She got you for breathing.
Grab that thing. Let's grab that case. Alright. Have a seat.
Dinner volume. No,
Sit down.
wait, so there's a station clear 1044.
Jesus Christ. I gotta do paperwork on you. Get in there.
47, you
Right.
guys.
Feed him.
I'm trying to. I'm sorry.
Have that male detained in my vehicle. Be back out of the original caller's address.
Can you get my inhaler?
What do you need an inhaler for? Why are you running if you need an inhaler?
Asthma.
Asthma? You having an attack right now?
Yeah.
Alright. Advise EMS, my 1012 also needs an ambulance. He has asthma and is having an attack.
I'm peeing myself for some reason. I don't know why.
I got an ambulance coming for you. Just kind of concentrate on breathing.
Everything's getting black.
10-4.
It's because you've been running, man.
Can my mom come here?
You're an adult. You don't need your mom.
No.
It's her boyfriend, but my son, unfortunately. And I didn't mean to say unfortunately, but I'm just saying it's just not changing. And I've literally told her to leave, and she won't listen to me.
Wallet right here, Mom.
10-4.
Oh, that's his.
I've got his address.
Yeah. I figured he needed it. And listen, if they freaking look at his biological before we adopted him, he has felonies, misdemeanors, he has everything. So, I mean, if y'all would actually look at the whole picture here. Okay. He's just suicide 9 times, like literally just happened, just got out of jail. I mean, I'm just like,
Did y'all witness anything that happened?
No, they just got here like 10 minutes. The guy right there in the blue. Okay. See the man right there at the
that was
stop
walking
sign?
away, yeah.
He saw the whole thing.
Okay.
And thank you, Jesus, he called you guys to to figure this out. Because here, Anna's crying. She doesn't know what to do. I'm on a call at work. I work from home, obviously. Sorry.
All right, give me a minute. Let me talk to her.
This woman's face looks swollen due to the violence she received from the man before.
Okay,
Go.
sorry. Ma'am,
But
I'm Deputy Weidenstall, okay? I gotta try to figure out what's going on, okay? We are gonna have EMS come check you out because you're clearly very injured, okay? Just have a seat. You're safe. Everything is alright. What's that? Okay, just take a couple deep breaths for me, okay? Just in and out. Okay, I know a lot's going on right now. And I'm gonna try to figure out what all happened today, okay? I know she said you guys just got here, right? Okay. Where were you coming from? Do you remember?
We were from, we were coming from Wilderness Landing. We were sleeping out there. And then we got into a fight, and they called the cops.
At Wilderness Landing? Okay.
And he got in the driver's seat. He was either I got in the car and he drove off with me, or he was going to take my car and drive off, and I wasn't going to have any service.
Okay.
So I hopped in, and I just took the chance. I literally haven't been able to drive my car because he's been taking over.
Since you left Wilderness Landing? Okay, where is that located? Do you know the street?
It's right off of Norman Riley, out in Lake Baker.
Okay. All right.
If you look up Wilderness Landing Park,
okay.
It's a free camping.
Okay.
She was...
Okay. So I noticed that you have injuries on your face. You have, a black eye. Your cheek is swollen. How did you get those injuries?
The black eye was a couple days ago. My busted lip was last night.
Okay.
And my cheek was today.
Okay. Was that while you guys were in the vehicle?
No.
It was at
My cheek was right then and there at the corner when one of the neighbors literally ripped him out of the car because he was hitting me.
Inside the vehicle?
I locked myself in the car, he got out, and he started stabbing my tires, and he started destroying my windshield and trying to get in, trying to unlock the door. He finally unlocks the door and he hops in and starts punching me. He pulls the e-brake on and I can't put it down.
So you said he did that to your windshield. Did you have a mirror here? Or
He destroyed that last night.
Okay.
And my taillight.
He did your taillight last night or today?
Last night.
Okay. So your lip looks like it's bleeding. Is that from when he was punching you in the vehicle?
That was last night before they called the cops.
Okay. So your swollen cheek is from today. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And you said that happened at
blood. Huh? It's mud, not blood.
That's blood.
On the outside? Yeah.
Oh, then that might
He
have
could
been
have
his.
cut himself when he was
He was threatening to stab himself in the chest the whole way.
okay. And that was from the fight.
He's extremely suicidal. He kept telling me over and over. We've been on and off for almost 3 years.
Okay.
His biggest threat is he's gonna kill himself if I leave.
Okay.
And we've broken up before, and we got back together after a month.
Okay.
I was really just trying to go back home. I kept telling him, let me just take my things and just leave.
Okay. Where's home? Okay. And were you guys stopped down there? Is that how
He pulled the e-brake and probably he wouldn't let me drive it. He wouldn't let me do anything. I couldn't leave.
Did you see what he was stabbing the tires with?
Kitchen knife.
A kitchen knife? Okay. Was that already in the vehicle? Does he normally carry a knife on him? Yeah. Okay. And you saw him stabbing the tires? Okay. And then how did you get to here?
So we were.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
We were over by Pace High School. We had gotten cops called at the Wilderness Landing.
Okay.
So we were trying to figure out where we wanted to go and what we wanted to do. And I said, well, why don't you let me drive? You haven't slept. You know, why don't you close your eyes for a little bit? I've slept a couple hours. Because we've literally been driving around all night. He just had court. He already had a case.
With you? Okay. What happened last night when the deputies were called?
We drove off. I never spoke to them.
Okay, so you left before they got there.
Yesterday was a court case for battery.
For you as the victim?
Yeah, in Crisview.
Okay. Are you guys living together at the tent site?
We were, but not anymore. We packed everything.
Okay.
My name's Nick. I'm a paramedic. What happens?
Battery.
Yeah. Okay, did you lose consciousness at all?
I feel like I'm gonna.
Hey, Sarge, where did the witness go?
I don't know who's the witness.
It was the blue shirt that was walking
I saw
that
a
way.
group of people walking that way as I was pulling in.
Woman?
It's a male. He was down there.
Okay, that's probably his house then, because when I first came by, he's the one that told me where it is, the house directly, and I can go talk to him for you.
Okay, yeah, I just need to get a statement from him because apparently he actually witnessed the battery, is what she's saying, of him punching her.
Old man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know she said it was the guy in the blue shirt.
I think he was wearing a blue shirt.
Okay.
I don't remember what you said.
I yelled something and ran.
I thought you were just screaming for your mom.
Yeah, that was screaming for mom.
That's kind of weird to do.
What do you mean? I don't know.
This is the gentleman that seen it first, kind of intervened. He said
Okay.
some licks
The
while he
car
was beating her.
pulled up right at the corner right there, and I saw him kind of get out, and he was using his elbows and hands to kind of beat on the windshield.
Okay.
I think he shattered it with his elbow.
Okay.
And then she let him in the car, and then at that point I was already kind of getting out, and I saw him hit her, and her head kind of went into the driver's side window, and that's when I intervened.
Okay, so she was in the driver's seat at the time that she was hit. Do you remember, was it like a closed fist, like a punch or a slap, or you just...
It had to be a closed fist.
Okay.
Her head recoiled, but I didn't see it.
Okay, so you saw the motion of him like swinging at her?
Several times. I just saw the one hit that got her pretty solid, and at that point I pulled him out of the car.
Okay, do you remember, was the door open or closed at that point?
Both doors were
Okay.
Both doors were closed, I'm sorry. The passenger door was like cracked open, not closed.
Okay. And then was he standing outside of the vehicle, do you remember, or was he inside, like on top of her?
Inside.
Okay. Okay. And then did you already provide your information? Okay. Let me grab a form real quick, and do you mind just giving me a quick, okay, perfect. I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions, okay? Do you remember about how many times he hit you in the face?
He's hit me so much in the head, I can't remember anything.
Okay.
I feel like I have a concussion, but I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember if you lost consciousness?
I did this morning, when he busted my lip, when we left the campsite. He was upset because I started yelling at him. He was getting mad and frustrated because I wasn't helping him pack. I was worried about the animals and trying to keep them in the car. And he kept screaming at me and yelling at me, and then he started destroying my car, and he broke my driver's side mirror.
Give me 1 minute, please.
He broke my driver's side mirror. He broke my mirror up top and side.
I saw it on the ground. That was at the campsite? Okay.
That was when we were leaving. Finishing packing up. And he got so upset that he just started punching me, and I was screaming about everything, so they called the cops.
Hey, sweetie. Don't want to interrupt, but
with
getting hit like that, with you feeling lightheaded, all that, you need to go to the hospital. Your mom's coming. She can get the dogs for the test.
She's not going to take my car. She's not going to take my animals.
I mean, if we explain the situation.
I don't want to go to the hospital.
I mean, your car's not going anywhere. It's not drivable. So either you're going to go home with your mom. You know, it's going to have to stay here. You can get it towed to your mom's house, but right now, I mean, there's no reason to not go. I mean, especially with you getting hit. They can document what happened.
More into it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna go back and came up on this. It's gonna be one of
Yeah.
What if you do have
11 o'clock.
and you sit there and you don't go, and then you end up dying? You know, people, like I said, people. You know, you got the adrenaline going right now. You got hit. You know, there's a lot more that could be going on. So, And like I said, they can document all this bruising, all this stuff.
And you can't see what's going on inside.
Yeah, I mean, they probably need to scan your head to make sure. Okay.
You can have internal injuries that you can't see or feel.
Can I wait until my mom gets here?
Where's she coming from?
Please.
Okay. But what happened between you and your girlfriend today?
So we've both been on drugs, and she becomes very violent and was antagonizing.
Okay.
And we just had an event where we were at the campground. I'm trying to think of the name of it. She knows it. You'd have to ask her that part.
Okay.
Anyways, this is campground, and we've been doing drugs because we were staying out there, and it was a lot easier to do them out in the woods in the middle of nowhere. And we do it on the back roads and stuff. And we got to the camp, and we were ready to move out that day. This happened, of course. And we got in a verbal altercation, and she started tackling me and hitting me. And so I threw something at her, and then I threw styrofoam freaking plates at her. I took a roll of styrofoam plates because she beat the crap out of me and like slammed me on my hip. And I got back up and I hit her with a bag of styrofoam plates that should be in the back of the car still.
Okay.
And sorry.
That's okay. Take your time.
I'm trying to think. It was a really eventful night. So then after that, she started throwing she slung I think it was a 2x4 and then a broom pole at me, and I dodged the broom pole, and that's how that damage to the mirror happened on the car.
And this was all last night?
Last night, but
okay.
I
so what happened today?
No, I've not done it.
Oh, okay.
And then she made me run from the cops.
Last night?
She made me turn off the lights and run.
Okay.
Why is this zapping me? Or is this my arm loosening?
It's not zapping you.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
And so we got to like Alabama for some reason because I was driving in the dark and I can't see what was happening. Bad eyesight and like half blind in one eye and astigmatism also.
Okay.
I'm choking up. Sorry, I got it.
That's okay.
And so we had to turn all the way from Alabama, and on the way back from there is when we started arguing again, and she bit me. This don't really show anymore. Oh, she bit me. Physical altercation. And I'm afraid to even say this part because last time we talked about it, the first battery charges that got dropped, she attacked me first. She's a very offensive woman.
Okay.
I'm usually on the defense.
Gotcha.
So I'm a string bean, I can't do much. What was it? So we pulled over and we talked about it and we promised we'd never hit each other again. And then we were on the way here and I just didn't want to go near people. I wanted to spend all day with her today. I grew up watching my stepdad beat my mom, and I think of him as a monster, and I can't live with myself like that. And I told her I'd like to spend my day with you than by myself, because she was going to leave me here. As soon as I did it, I started realizing what I did, because I black out whenever I get like that. Because I didn't take my medicine today. I have anxiety, and it's almost something. It's depression medicine, and I didn't take any of this today. We ain't eating today, so we were both probably hangry. Yeah.
It's okay, so you said she stopped the vehicle, you got out of the vehicle, and you remember piercing the tire with a knife.
She started threatening she was going to leave me, and I said, no, you can't leave me. And she said, I can't remember exactly what she said. That's about when I started freaking out.
Do you remember what the knife looked like?
Rainbow?
It was a rainbow knife?
It's a $12.99 titanium knife set at Walmart, and it's a pretty oil color. I'm really about to pee my pants, I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't help you with that one, unfortunately.
I'm just saying.
I gotcha. Okay, so it was a rainbow knife. After you stabbed the knife, do you remember where you put it?
It broke. They should have found it by now. It was in the middle of the road.
You broke it?
No, it snapped.
Oh, okay.
I tried stabbing the windshield and it failed.
You slapped her with your palm?
No,
okay.
Not actually like it was a little like a palm right here.
Okay.
Right here.
I gotcha.
Right here.
Is it cool if we walk him over to the truck, get him in there?
Is he having a medical episode? Can you just give me another minute?
His heart rate's like 170/16, so.
Okay. Great. If he's having a...
We just don't want it to turn into something where he goes on.
I gotcha. I'm like one more minute and one more minute. Okay. So About how many times did you slap her? Do you remember?
It was one time. She beat the crap out of me.
Okay.
And her bites hurt worse than anything.
Okay, where did she bite you?
I don't remember. You have to ask her. I don't really remember because right after she bit me, he ripped me off.
That's when he took you out?
He ripped me, beat the hell out of me. He hit me in the head about 6 times, punched me in the ribs about a bunch more times, rolled me around, hit me some more.
Okay.
And then I laid on the ground, and then I walked and went over to the car, and I started telling her I was so sorry, and I didn't mean to, and I promised that we would never do this again.
Thank you. Just stay tight with him. I'm going to let them know that you're ready to go, okay?
I'm so mad at you.
I just left that there.
I'm let me hear it real quick. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry. Tell her I'm sorry.
So many people love you. I just don't understand.
I gotta do some things with it, sweetheart, okay? I'm sorry, I gotta close the door.
I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you.
Okay, so this is just some resources in case you need it, okay? Instructions on how to take out an injunction if you need it. However, the judge did issue a no contact stipulation. However, if you need further protection, also some shelters as well, some resources, counseling services, domestic violence shelters, okay?
Do we need to take pictures?
So I already took pictures of her vehicle and her injuries.
Okay.
So technically speaking, are you comfortable with me talking in front of your mom? Okay, just want to make sure before. I know there was an incident that happened in Okaloosa last night into this morning. Technically speaking, you can file charges there for what happened.
Okay.
So he would have the domestic in Okaloosa,
What
and then he would have
has domestic in Okaloosa.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but having another would.
I'm gonna do.
This is gonna mark it for him. Because literally yesterday was a court case. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Do you know the outcome of that yesterday?
The charges were dropped.
Okay.
Because he told me he was gonna change, and I believed him.
Okay, so that was requested by you. Okay.
Because he manipulated me. Okay. And then we got into an argument last night. That's why my driver's side mirror is broke.
Right.
He shattered it. He shattered my back taillight. Punched it. That's why his hand's bleeding.
I did have one more question that just reminded me. During the incident that happened in the vehicle here, were you able to defend him off in any way? Did you do any strikes, any defensive, anything that you can remember?
I tried shoving him off, and I can't. I'm very tiny. I'm weak. I don't have any muscle in my bones. The only thing I could do is bite.
Okay. While he was on top of you, striking you, do you remember biting him or trying to get him off you?
He reached over and was trying to get my foot off the brake to have me drive off instead of turning. And my foot was staying on the brake. He kept trying to hit the gas. And turn the wheel and try to get me off. He was trying to push me out of the car, so I bit his shoulder, and that's when he punched me in the face.
And that was after he already sliced your tire, was smashing the windshield. Okay, all right. Okay.
That was right when the neighbor came out and literally reached in and
yanked him off, yeah.
I mean, he literally chucked him out of the car, shut the door, and told me to run.
The man was transferred to the hospital, medically cleared, and later charged with resisting arrest, property damage, and domestic violence battery. The woman filed an injunction which he violated a few days later, resulting in a warrant for his arrest. According to court records, he was arrested on that warrant a month later. That's the crime video for this week. Stay tuned for the next video and be prepared.